All right. Well, hey, guys, gals, thank you so much for popping in here tonight, supporting the call. Really excited about what we have going on here for the home-based business industry. We've got a few dynamics here. Number one, I just want to say this is a license to print money. And once we activate here in the very, very, very near future, we're just a few little, microcosms away from activating. Some of you on the line that, could really use some money. You definitely will have some big paychecks coming out of the gate here. So I know there's a lot of business opportunities online, and the real interesting thing about a lot of these business opportunities online that some people are excited about, they're still not making much money at them. I hate to tell you that, but I'm just being honest with you. That's kind of the way it's going to go with me. I was talking to a few marketers today, and they have a few thousand people in their organizations and other companies, and they're not even breaking $800 a month. And there's nothing wrong with the $800 a month. That's not the part I judge. The part I judge is having a few thousand people on your team, and you're only making $800 a month. But Dustin, you should have a massive paycheck coming out of here. Dustin's in Vegas. He's up there. Like, if you calculate his numbers and do a hypothetical on his numbers, he's gonna his wife's gonna be in La La Land when she sees what he gets. So he's gonna have one happy wife. What they say, happy wife, happy life, right? So that this guy's got a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow waiting for him once that big paycheck comes in. And to all of you that are putting your time, your effort, and energy into this, I highly recommend that you're going to do extremely well here. I highly recommend that you keep up the great work and doing what you're doing. Feel out the process of what's going on here. I mean, just you feel it out. I realize not everyone's a superstar network marketer yet, and the key word is yet, but keep feeling out the process. This is going to be the company that people are going to be talking about for 2023. No hype, no smoke and mirrors. That's just going to be a fact. And the reason why I say that is we've got what everyone wants. And, a lot of the people that I talk to on a daily basis in the network marketing industry, they've got their eyes on us. And, some are cynical, some are skeptical, some are jaded, and some want to come back and play the game. I have some friends that left the industry for the last 3, 4, 5 years. They see what's going on here, and they just want to validate and verify. So once we're able to do that, considering we have numerous resources right now to do what a lot of other companies can't do, this is going to be a really fun ride. It kind of reminds me of the movie back in the 60s. What was it with Peter Fonda in it? Born to be Wild. Tracy, what was the name of that movie?
Easy Rider?
Rider, yeah. You guys are it's going to be like an Easy Rider type of. I love that movie, by the way. I'm just getting a little bit old. I can't remember everything all the time. But anyhow, just a great movie. I remember that as a child growing up, freaked out, Captain America, the whole thing. And for network marketing, I really believe we're going to separate ourselves from a lot of companies for obvious reasons. Number one, some people here are going to make some really crazy money. Like I can tell you right now, I've done the numbers. I've looked at the numbers based on, hypothetical projections. There's going to be some people that come out of the gate. And the worst thing that can happen is when you have a really big pre-launch going in network marketing or an affiliate program, and there's not many big checks out there. Like I'm talking about 5-6 figure checks. I'm not talking about $4,000 or something. Some people here are going to have like their first check's going to be like an annual salary of going to work. I know that I know that. I'm not supposed to tell you I know these things, but I'm bending the rules and telling you there's going to be some really cool things coming out of here. So I'm really stoked and excited. And, Dave Dubbs and I had a great conversation, and a few of the other partners, we had a conversation today. Tracy, I don't think you were in on that, but I got a phone call out of the blue while I was in transit and had a conversation, and it was great. And, a lot of fabulous things are happening here for the long term. We can do some really incredible things here that are not normal for other companies for reasons that I'm not going to get into tonight, but maybe you'll be able to see it as I take you through this journey. So just know this, I'm in this for the long haul. Tracy's in this for the long haul. Dave Lear's in this for the long haul. The other partners, Dave Dubbs is in this for the long haul. The other partners you get to meet in the near future, I would gather, somewhere down the road. But we are really stoked and excited to be pioneering something that has never been done before. And I'm going to get into that tonight here as I share screens with you in my PowerPoint presentation. All right. So what's got me excited? What's got me excited for all of you out there, whether you're in the Facebook group, whether you're in this call right now tonight, or for network marketers that are not here yet, but will be coming in when the word spreads like wildfire about what's going on here, with testimonials that are just going to blow the industry up big time. I'm really excited because it's about time somebody came up with a great idea to eliminate the biggest problem in the network marketing industry today. All right. It doesn't matter what company you're in. We are your savior. I believe that to be true because every company is looking for people. And why are people recruiting and sponsoring on the internet? Why are you all getting hit up on Facebook? Why are people pounding you on social media? They want to get your attention. They want you to come and look at what they have. It's people. People run this industry, not products. It's people. Marketing is the art and science of empowering people. And that's how you create churches. That's how you create movements. That's how you create movements behind politics. That's how you create movements behind organized religion. You empower people with a powerful message that becomes a very strong mission statement in their lives. And we're going to do that. We're going to create our own culture. And the culture is not going to be on hype, smoke, and mirrors. It's not going to be on the personal growth and development industry. It's going to be on practical application and the fact that everyone in this industry needs water and oxygen in order to survive. And the water and oxygen is this. You need people because most people don't have friends, and we need to close people. We need to get people to process and make a decision so that we can all make money, because without people and without the process of people, processing money, nothing's going to happen. So we defeated the two biggest obstacles in the universe that are stopping people from making money. Now, you can say the biggest thing stopping people from making money is themselves. That's a possibility too, but please keep in mind, multi-level marketing, network marketing, affiliate marketing is kind of like a casino. The odds are stacked against you, except for in this company, because we have the people. A complete turnkey 100% system where you don't have to go out there and try to figure out how are you going to find people. We have people that are requesting information. All right. And we're using a marketing platform to generate people that are opting in for information about making $3,000 to $7,000 a month in a home-based business. It's really simple. So can you not see that this is a solution? Now, are all the leads going to be perfect? Well, it all depends on who the communicator is, because I have to put an emphasis on this, because there are people out there that don't understand that not everyone walks away with the best looking person of the night. So sometimes, you score, sometimes you don't in the game of life. So it all comes down to a skill set of communication. A lead is only as good as the communicator. Yeah, even when leads are saying, no, I'm looking for a job, and no, I'm not interested in a business opportunity, there are still ways of handling these situations that can be taught. But again, you're going to basically work with this. It's a whole process here. But anyhow, so what we are is right now, we're supplying, millions of leads to the industry is what we will be supplying here very, very shortly. All right. And to help people overcome the biggest obstacle of closing, we do all the presentations for you. We'll help you close. We'll do 3-ways with you, Zooms with you. We have video closing techniques. We use videos to close people. And one of our best kept secrets that other companies can't lay claim to is we're not asking people to pay money. So when somebody dumps on me about, well, I just can't afford it and I'm not looking for a home-based business, the big question is, wouldn't you like to make $3,000 to $7,000 a month with your cell phone if it didn't cost you a penny out of pocket, right? Wouldn't that be cool? And that's what we're offering people. We're offering people a key to their financial kingdom if they're willing to just accept a simple yes to an evaluation, nothing more, nothing less. So what we're in the business of doing right now is getting people to go through a free evaluation with no commitment, and we allow them to join the business opportunity free, and the business opportunity will be free forever. As far as, coming in, taking a look, taking a test drive, a tour, we're not going to force people to spend money and, manipulate them through a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's all kind of, no offense, but that's just a little bit outdated. We're taking it to another level here, which is really exciting. So how did we pull this off? Well, we created a company called We Got Friends. We Got Friends was based on the fact that we're seeing millions and millions of entrepreneurs out there on the internet, not making the money they deserve, not making the money they thought they were going to make. And at the same time, suffering attrition with contacts. Not everybody's got a million people to talk to. Not everybody's got a mailing list. Not everybody's got their own Facebook group with a big audience. So we aligned ourselves with the second largest media source out of North America, not a third-party provider, the second largest provider out of North America on the East Coast, guaranteeing us all our clients every single month. So if you are one of our clients, you are guaranteed 100 prospects every single month. All right? Doesn't matter how many people we have here. They're guaranteeing us 100 new prospects for every new subscriber we have, paid subscriber. Okay? Then we have the Digital Hacks Video Library. This alone is worth the price of admission. The Digital Hacks Library, Dubs is going to be putting a ton of content in there. I'll be putting a lot of content in there. I'm not going to say a ton because my style is a little bit different than his. He's a machine. The guy's a bull in a china shop. He's got OCD. He gets things done. He's an overachiever. He always over-delivers. I mean, you can't even keep pace with the guy. He's a beast. And he's kind of like, he'll give you all the technical stuff, systematically what needs to be done. And I'll probably be more like the Yoda type of personality, taking you through the spiritual side. Like I'm kind of into all that stuff. I'm not talking about organized religion. I'm not going to, take quotes from biblical stuff and things like that. I'm talking about understanding the natural laws of how things work. Like there's a law of gravity. If you walk off a 30-story building, all the goal setting, all the power positive thinking, all the procrastination, all the motivational speakers in the world, they're going to be frauds because the law of gravity is going to take you to the ground, whether you like it or not. You can't positive think your way out of that situation unless Spider-Man comes around and sends a web to your way and catches you while you're falling. I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm more or less into the natural laws that govern, how things really, really work at an esoteric level. But the library is going to be great. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And it's something like when I think of this library, honestly, it's something that I wish every school system could get access to teach the next generation of kids. Because you will never get an education like what we're going to provide for you in this lifetime. You can't get it in an institution. All right, really, you can't. This is street smarts, and you can't teach street smarts to kids in a classroom unless you take them out onto the streets and show them how to play the game at the highest level playing. So you're gonna love this, or you should love this. All right. So how much is this going to cost? That's a great question. People are going to be asking you this all the time. Hey, Val, how much is this damn thing going to cost me, right? I've heard people say, how much is this damn thing going to cost me? Well, it doesn't have to cost you anything if you play your cards right, and I can teach you how to do that, and I will in the back office. But anyhow, to get the 100 new friends, to get your own digital lead store that we're going to provide for you, and we're going to give everyone a lead store. And the lead store are different leads from the 100 you get. The 100 you get are opt-ins. They filled out a form. Yes, $3,000 to $7,000 a month. The digital lead store will give you a retail platform, kind of like having your own Shopify business in a way. You're going to have your own lead store where you will have categories of different leads to sell. And you go talk to any lead broker and, get them to talk to you off the record. I bet you they live in a beautiful house. I bet you they drive nice cars. And I bet you they have the nicest clothes and just nice things in life and vacations and stuff. There's more money to be made in leads than Carter has liver pills. Leads are the source. Why do you think people are hitting you up for traffic, for clicks, for solo ads, running ads on Facebook? The advertising industry is what makes the world go round in the retail sector. The retail sector, all they're doing is generating leads in everything we do. And as a matter of fact, every single one of you on this call looking at me through video, and those of you in the Facebook group, every single one of you are a lead and a prospect. Always will be. I'm a lead and a prospect. I got closed on wanting to be a part of this project at a corporate level. I was invited to the party. It wasn't my show. I was invited here. I was a prospect that they wanted. I've got to hear the presentation of what it was going to be kind of like, got to help make it a little bit better. And you know what? Yeah, man, my life is here right now. I'll tell you that in the business world. So 100 new leads, digital lead store, digital hacks training library, and like no other company has, Lincoln Bio Savings Club. Lincoln Bio Savings Club, this is a humanitarian approach to loving and caring about people. All right. Other companies might have this on a smaller scale. Dubs is psychotic in a fun-loving way. I say that. He went out there and found all the best apps on the internet. The guy's a freak and a freak of nature in a positive sense. He went out and found some fabulous stuff that you're all going to be proud of. And these are great giveaways. As I'll talk to you about some of them, but I'm not even going to get into all of them. I thought he was only going to like get a couple, right? Just a few. Well, he went to town. So, and he also educates and teaches how you can take the Bio Savings Club and retire. Like for those of you that are around my age, which is probably not many of you, but I'm closing in on 60 in a few months. But I'll tell you this, I look around every day and I think about the future for my daughter who's 34 and her husband and her three kids. And, you know, I got a 17-year-old daughter, a 16-year-old son. I'm looking at all these dynamics and I'm saying, what does the school educational industry have to offer them? You know, my daughter's an honor student in school, but she's quitting school. She's not even going to finish right now. She doesn't want to. She's going to take some time out because she says it's a pathetic waste of her time. So what does that tell you when somebody that's averaging 98% says school is a pathetic waste of her time, and she's making more money than her high school teachers right now anyhow? She drives a $140,000 car, and she lives in a $2 million house, and she's only 17. That's not too bad. So anyhow, so she'll go back to school whenever she wants, but she's definitely not going to college, university. So I'm sharing these things with you because what does that signify to me? I don't care. It's her choice. She's set for life anyhow. My whole point being is this what the younger generation is thinking? That's the question we got to ask. So if so, what legacy will they have? Other kids that quit school or not want to finish school and go to college, they probably will not do a whole lot. Like they'll probably have to go into the workforce, right? So teaching the next generation the entrepreneurial skills, I think moms and dads and grandparents is paramount if you love the younger generation. And that's the world we live in. My daughter, my son, from the time they were 3 months old, they heard their dad doing presentations and speaking in front of hundreds of thousands of people all over the world. So that's the way they've been groomed in an interesting way. So the Digital Hacks Library is going to be the answer to, hey, how do I execute? What's the game plan? What do I say? What do I do when somebody asks me a question like, how much money am I making? Or how good is the company? Or, you know, how much money is this thing going to cost me? You're going to be able to handle all these questions just like boom, 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 boom. All right. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. We got friends, the lead store. What about the lead store? Remember I told you could have your own lead store? And for legal purposes, we give everyone a lead store, whether they pay the $69.95 or not. As you saw back on the other page, I didn't announce it, but it's $69.95 a month. And I'll tell you, if Dave Dubs was just the product for $69.95 a month and nothing else, I would be here to pick his brains for $69.95 a month. Because the guy's never been number two. He's always number one in money earnings. And you can learn a lot from that, all right? So, and that's not even talking about what I've done. So we got friends lead store. Everyone gets that. They come in free. They get that no matter what. Even the people that have unpaid, they get a 30% retail profit. So you're going to have a store. So I could come to you and I could say, hey, I'm in a weight loss program. I see you sell leads. Well, guess what? You can sell me weight loss leads or female only biz leads or male only biz leads or local premium leads or interviewed leads. All right. I can get whatever I want, custom orders. I pay on your website. It's processed by the company and you get a 30% retail profit on a retail sale. Other companies can't do that. They're not, you know, running based on federal regulations in the United States of America. A lot of them are not. All right. But we are. We have to do this the correct way in order to have longevity here. Lincoln Bio Savings Club. You all heard me tell the story. Cell phones. I get it. Like, I hope you get it. I get it. The retail sector is falling apart. Have you seen a list? I got to post it in the room. The big retail stores that are crashing and burning in the United States of America and Canada. They're pulling out slowly but surely. They're pulling back, eliminating a lot of their stores. All right. There was a news article on it up here in Canada. Everything like Target left Canada, Zellers left Canada. I don't know if you know what Zellers is. We had Sears up here, the Hudson Bay up here in Canada. They're closing down, not 100%. Well, most of them are 100%. Hudson Bay's been here for like 200 years. They call it the Bay up here in Canada. It's disappearing. It's going to become extinct. So the retail sector is tired of paying $600,000 a month for rent. I kid you not. We have a mall here in Edmonton where I live. It's called the West Edmonton Mall. You can look it up on the internet, Google it. Largest mall in the world, if not second largest mall in the world. The sister mall is Mall of America in Minnesota, I believe. Ours is a little bit bigger. But anyhow, I know people that are paying, like I know a company, an American company is paying $600,000 a month for rent to sell sweaters and clothing and everything. So how do you survive? How many people need to buy sweaters and jeans and purses and pants? It's big. I mean, they probably have, I don't know, probably running a 200, 300,000 square foot store there. But how do you pay these malls that type of money, over $500,000 a month for rent? And when the mall opened in the early 1980s, mom and pops here in town locally were in the store, and now you will not find mom and pops because a kiosk, you all know what a kiosk is? The kiosk is just a buggy. A kiosk in the mall is $17,000 a month. So you figure that out, all right? So what's my point? Why did I take you through that waste of time? Well, because we're living in a cellular society, the stores are realizing that society has forever changed. We just got the daylights beat out of us. You did, I did. Doesn't matter what country in the world you did. We were forced to wear masks. And I'm not judging that. I'm just saying I never wore a mask before, only for Halloween. And then I had to wear a mask for a couple of years. And then, a population of people were forced to get vaccinated to keep their jobs and stuff. Not here to judge that. That's whatever's going on in people's lives. But I'm saying we got traumatized over a couple years. So we're kind of coming out of a post-traumatic syndrome, right? I guess, So the whole point being is everything has changed, at least in Canada. I can't say for you guys, but in Canada, people are still kind of freaked out. And the retail sector is rebuilding itself. But now what they're doing is they're tapping into our cellular society. They're like Domino's Pizza and Papa John's and, steak outlets and all kinds of interesting stores, gas companies and all. They're just saying, hey, listen, if you put our app on your phone, we will pay you. So you can literally get paid now to download apps onto your phone. Isn't that crazy? So, big things are happening. Oops, sorry, I hit double clicked on that. My apologies. So LinkedIn Bio Savings, we got people, and you're going to experience this. Maybe your picture is going to be on here because we'll be looking for people. And maybe it might be, whoever's on here, you might be making $30 a pop. Jamie in Ohio, he's making $30 a pop. So if he's giving 3 apps away for free, I'm seeing all kinds of things about, make money watching videos online and stuff like that. Forget that. How about making money just giving an app away? My son downloaded an app tonight. I'm sitting there saying, I'll give you the instructions on how to do it. He says, Dad, I already have it done. And then, I had to go to Tracy to get some information. He says, Dad, I already have it done. Like he did it in less than 30 seconds. And I'm sitting here trying to find the instructions, flipping, me totally uncoordinated. And he's saying, Dad, give me the darn username and password. I'm ready to roll. So anyhow, like kids are doing this. They're living in an app world. But now what if we told kids they didn't have to, young adults? If I was going to college or university right now, do you think I want to paint fences? No. Do you think I want to bartend? Well, no, I don't do that. You think I want to wait tables? No. I can't really see myself getting varicose veins and stuff like that and a sore back walking around on my feet all day serving customers. Hi, sir. Good afternoon. Welcome to Big Apple or Applebee's or whatever you got. I really don't want to help you because I got a split headache right now, but how are you today, sir? You got to pretend you're phony. I don't want to do that. I want to sit on my butt. I want to walk the dogs. I want to come home and sell 3 apps today. I don't want to sell them. I just want to give them away free and have $90 transferred into my account. So if I were going to college, university right now, you got I'm giving you guys a clue. You got a university with 17,000 kids in it. Get them to start downloading apps. And if you're getting a piece of that pie on each app, or, 25% of those apps, you're probably going to make $100,000 a year just doing that. So any of you that live in a university, college town, I hate to tell you this, one of my best kept secrets that I don't share at the internet, that's where my money's at. I tap into the young kids because they love money. They love nice cars. Their world's different than us, and they're lazy. So they always, they get the best running shoes, and everyone buys the best running shoes. One kid does something really unorthodox, the rest do it. Didn't mean to take you on that journey, but I'm giving you clues to where the money's at. Like, the money's here. Jordan from Maryland, $76 kickback on cashback on her gasoline. So you will never complain about gas. If gas goes up like it did in Canada, $11 a gallon, it's down now. I think we're like at $7 or something. Doesn't matter. But you know what? Even if your gas goes up to $4 or $5 to our American friends out there, who cares? If you're getting $200-300 a month back on your gas, $70 a week back on gas, or every 2 weeks, who cares? Right? It's balancing itself out. You're still down to like 50 cents a gallon then with all the cash coming back. Right? Dave in Tennessee. Great app. I want to see some of you test this app out. I'm excited to see you test this app out. I want to see some of you punch in your numbers on your automobile insurance. Dave was paying a company in Tennessee some pretty big bucks. He found this nationwide discount app for car insurance, and he's got a lot of cars. He's got 6 cars, and they're nice cars. Aston Martin, all kinds of new stuff he's got. Maserati, AMG, Mercedes. Hey, now $345 a month is significant, even if he is a millionaire. $345 a month is $4,000 a year. Why give $4,000 away when you don't have to? Give it to a food bank or a shelter. Don't give it to an insurance company. Insurance is like one of the biggest scams on the planet. I shouldn't say that on a live call, but I'm telling you, insurance is a joke. It is. Compensation plan. There's the leads again. You got different leads there. Travel company leads, local premiums, 30%. All right. This is just kind of reiterating the lead industry is massive. $3.2 billion per year generated just in network marketing leads. Compensation plan. So we do have a comp plan attached to this because this is a business opportunity. But we've got a compensation plan that's never been done before in the history of network marketing the way we've done it here. All right. I'm going to show you the back end of it right now. This is the back end. We call it the twin turbo dual team payout. All right. And this is an example. And so what happens is we have an interactive system. This marketing system is alive and breathing. It's like a walking, living, breathing organism. It's not your stereotypical binary, 2-leg matrix, unilevel stair step. This thing comes to life almost like a science fiction movie. I kid you not, it breathes. That's how freaky this comp plan is. Okay? The back end of it is a binary. It's 2 legs. All starts with you. In like every corporate structure, it cruises 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Same design as Facebook, same design as Apple, same design as Tesla, Google. There's always the you. All right. You're the CEO of your own business. And now you're building your team, your corporate team. And you have a left leg and you have a right leg. And in this case, there's no balancing here. We don't have a 50-50 split. We don't have a 1/3, 2/3. We don't have a flushing system. All right. We have a bank system. Volume banks. It doesn't flush. And we have one of the highest payout binaries on the planet. The most I've ever seen, I think, was 15%. This is 20. And so these numbers I'm going to give you right now are minuscule. Like this is like grade 1 math. Some of you are well beyond this, times 1,000. All right. And I'm not kidding. Right team, the volume based on $69.95, your right leg, the volume based on $69.95, which is equivalent to $60. We don't pay out dollar for dollar. So the volume is not the full 69.95 is what I'm telling you. It's based on 60. All right, 60 of the 69.95. So on the right leg, you've got probably 20 something people. That's about $1,500 in volume, 15 BV. And in the left leg, you've got maybe 18 people, 19 or 18. I haven't really figured it out. I was never good at math. I never passed that. I was just good at counting money. But anyhow, 1,020 BV. Okay. So that's about 18 people. 18 times 60 is how you'd figure that out if you got a calculator, or 19 times 60. And so what the software does when it's time to pay out, which is weekly, it looks for the lesser volume BV in whatever leg. And then it pays you 20% of that. So 20% of 1,020, it shoots a check for $204 this week into your e-wallet in your back office. And then you transfer it any way you want. If you want to take it out in cash, you transfer it into your what do you call it? Your financial institution. And if you want to take crypto, take it out in crypto. You can take your choice how you want to be paid. All right. Pretty cool stuff. So the twin turbo, and I'm just looking at those numbers there and I'm going like, oh my gosh, just the binary alone. Some of you people that I know, and you know who I'm talking about, you guys and gals are going to rock it out. The global Nitroline bonus pool, this is the keys to the kingdom, I think. This is a marketing tool all by itself. This one piece is a close over everything else I've ever seen in the industry when it comes to comp plans, because it is one single downline. It is one single downline, one line. Everybody goes into one line, and we're heading towards 60,000 people now in just over 4 weeks. We're over 4 weeks, of course, heading towards 60,000 people. Those 60,000 people are time dated stamped in one straight down line. So you have the opportunity to become a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star diamond. You can earn 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%. 10% is delegated into this pay structure. So 20 into the dual team, 10 here, and that's this is exciting. All you have to do is sponsor 4 people that pay $69.95 to get 2% to split. You'll split 2% with other people. So there's 2%, and you can be a part of that 2% split with people in that sector. And then if you want to overachieve a bit, sponsor 8. We'll help you do that. Another 2%. So you got 4% to split. And then if you sponsor 16, you got 6% to split. All right. And if you got, 50 people, some of you say, well, that's not possible. You don't feel that you're worthy, or you don't feel you're that good of a marketer to do that. I'm laughing in my head right now. You'll be shocked what you'll be able to do here that you cannot do in other companies, for obvious reasons. So if you hit the 50, congratulations. 100, congratulations. So you have 10% fully to split. You just have to sponsor 4, 8, 16, 50, or 100. They have to be active, $69.95 sales, and then maintain one customer from 1 to 3-star. And that could be me, an outsider that's not in the company, and I buy $10 worth of leads off you, $50 worth of leads off you, $200 worth of leads, whatever I buy, I become a customer. All right. And then, maintaining 2 active qualified to tap into 4-star and 5-star. And you got 60 days to do it. So somebody might say, well, what happens if I come into this thing and I don't have my 1 qualified customer my first or second month? Well, that's nice. You're getting paid. You got 60 days to do it. The 3rd month, you got to have at least 1. And you can get your neighbor, you can get your mom, your dad, you can get somebody in your other companies to place an order, and, use the leads yourself or do a co-op with them, but let them do the order. I think you know what I'm trying to tell you, right? So if you got a nice paycheck coming in, like, why not spend $10 or whatever to, just to fulfill that obligation? And that has to be done for legal reasons. All right. The governing bodies mandate that has to be there, or, as we become bigger and bigger and bigger, these can raise red flags. Companies that aren't important or irrelevant, they do a lot of this stuff under the radar. They don't really run their operations correctly. But anyone that plans to be a giant or a legacy company better do it the right way. All right. And that's what we're doing. Ways to earn money. There's more than 5 ways, to be honest with you. There's probably more than 6 ways. But anyhow, not only do we pay 20 and 10, 20 in the dual, 10 in the single nitro, but we have a matching bonus of 7%. 5% of everyone you sponsor, you get 5% of their check. They're not getting penalized, but you just get a bonus. So if I went out there and I made $10,000, hypothetically speaking, and you sponsored me, you would get, what would that be? That'd be $500 bonus for you. I think that's pretty cool. And if you had a few people that made $10,000 a month, or hey, let's say you even had 20 people that made, 20 people that made $1,000 a month. What's 20 based on 20,000? What's 5% based on that? I think that's $1,000 check to your family, plus your dual team, plus your nitro bonus line. All right. And then the first month and then we have a second tier. I forgot. I almost walked away from it. 5 on all your personally sponsored, and then anyone they personally sponsor. So if you sponsored me, you'd get locked in for 5% coded bonus. And then if I went out and I sponsored 100 people or 200 people or 300 people, because I'm pretty good at that, you would get 2% of those 300 people that I sponsored. That's like, I mean, come on. You're not going to get that in a pension. You're not going to get that in retirement. You're not going to get that anywhere else online, because most of the companies out there will be fly by night. All right. 3-tier fast start bonus. Every brand new person, their first 30 days, their $69.95 goes to contribute towards the 3-tier system. From the second month on, that money goes into the regular pools, the dual team, the nitro line. But the first month, it pays out 3 tiers, $30, $5, and $5. All right. Global nitro line, I told you that. One global worldwide downline. People that have never had anyone in their downline before, based on time, date, and stamp, they can be blown away. That could be a powerful testimonial if you want to show somebody, hey, I've never had more than 10 people in my team before. And now take a look at this. I've got 26,700 people. I would have no problem showing somebody that if it was factual information, even though that's spillover. But that's pretty impressive. And that's a closing tool, showing somebody a visual, because what is it we are all looking for in this industry? One word. You're probably saying success. Well, that's good, but that's not the word. It's results. You're all looking for results. Without results, people are cynical, skeptical, and jaded. It just becomes a fairy tale. Twin turbo dual team, I showed you that. Lead store, I showed you that, 30%. And then we also pay out in cryptocurrency, take in cryptocurrency, pay out fiat, take in fiat. The crypto people are going to be doing stuff with their crypto. I guess some of them will be doing some really interesting things with other programs on the internet. At least that's what I've been told. So if you like cryptocurrency, it might be a really good gig for you. For other multiple streams of income. So the nitro line is catching fire all over the world. I mean, I don't know how many countries we're in right now, but definitely got to be over 70 or 80, maybe over 100. I'm just guessing right now, totally uneducated guesses. I'm just seeing people coming in from everywhere. Dubai, Japan, Singapore, United States, Canada, Tasmania, Australia, New Zealand. I don't even know all the countries. Spain, England, so many. So the nitro line is every country in the world that I'm aware of. Okay. And if there's some, political thing going on, maybe not in those 2 other countries that you might be aware of with those political things going on. All right. But anyhow, the nitro line, what is it? All we're doing, this is our business, is we're giving away free positions, and we're giving away people the opportunity to get cash back without taking any money out of their pockets per se from the apps. We're in the business of giving away free positions. Free positions to what? To an entrepreneurial dream. Okay. This is your dream. This is your dream business. This would have been my dream business if I got, if I had access to something like this 45 years ago. I wouldn't be on this call tonight. I'd probably own Dubai. All right. I'm just kidding. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a moneymaker. And if we could go back 5 years ago and have a business opportunity like this, folks, there wouldn't be 60,000 people in here. There'd probably be about 700,000 or 800,000, because the industry is really polluted and it's diluted at the same time out there. But the population would really love this 5-6 years ago. All right. This is going to rock big time. So what do we got going on here? The NitroLine automated marketing system. You heard me say this is a living, breathing, walking organism. This is like, this is like a single cell amoeba. All right. It really, it moves like in a cellular structure because it's got movement. Like a microscope, you look at it, you see people jumping over other people. Other companies have static, boring, monotonous, dinosauric Jurassic Park compensation plans. How do I know that? Because I've been a part of them for 45 years. And knowing what I know now, I never want to go back to that neighborhood ever again. All the hype, all the smoke and mirrors, all the BS would never get me back in that neighborhood again. I love the NitroLine because it moves, it dances. It's got this vibration to it, like energy vibrating. It really does. And so when all these people come in for free, like we all did here, 60 plus, closing in on 60,000 people, just strategically positioning themselves because they're smart. The cool thing is when we turn the switch and say, all right, for those of you that are serious, $69.95, get the whole, get your independent consultant business package, your diamond business package for $69.95. There's going to be people that will be jumping over those that did not activate. And some people will probably watch, 3, 4, 5,000 people go above them. So the really cool thing is the software recognizes monetary activation. So what was the upline that didn't activate through monetary, activation, they get pushed down the line, and those that paid jump above. So if you were in my downline and I didn't pay, you would be my upline, and I'd be sitting there saying, like, how did you do that? I fell asleep. I didn't pay. All right. And you've got a week to do that. You have a whole week to do that because it goes from Thursday to Thursday. So this is really cool. I'll show you right now. So every Thursday night, from Thursday to Thursday night, so we got a Thursday night coming up here in a few nights, the system would calculate at 11:59, shuts down, calculates, has a cutoff, and it sees, okay, we had, hypothetically speaking, 17,200 people came in. And out of the 17,200, let's say 5,000 paid. That means 12,500 will probably drop down. 5,000 will roll up above them. So all the payments go up, and anyone that kind of forgot, just got distracted, spent too much time watching CNN or something like that, they'll get distracted, and guess what? They drop down. And you never want to let that happen, because people will pass you and you'll say to yourself, oh my gosh, you could have lost out on $3,000-$4,000. You could have lost out on $200-$300. You could have lost out on something. I don't know exactly, but depending on the variables, right? But don't ever allow yourself, if you're going to allow yourself to be passed, don't even allow it to happen once. But if you're really not plugged in, don't ever allow it to happen a second time. All right? Really don't. So make sure you level up. You'll have the opportunity to pass those. If you drop down, you'll have the opportunity to pass others that may have fell asleep a little bit too. Secure your position. It's like the street that I live on. On the side of the street that I live on, I've got the nicest lot. I've got the lot, everybody, all the doctors, Lord, they love this lot. But I got to it first. I made sure I put my money down, locked it in, then we built the house. That's the same way I look at this. I look at the opportunity. I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. I lock in for free. I'm a business person. I'm calculative. I'm strategically aligning myself with what's going on here. I'm saying this position is a lightning rod or an ATM machine to print money. I want the position. I locked in my piece of real estate where I want to build my network, right here. And then we go to town, follow the rules, make my $69.95 payment. I laugh my butt off, come in here and, make a fortune. And I'd look back at all the people that said no to this, and I keep my mouth shut. There's things I'd like to say to those that weren't smart enough to come in here, but I'm not allowed to say that. But anyway, you know what I'm saying, right? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Every single one of you that are watching this right now on March 3rd or March 4th, whatever the date is today, where are we, April? No, April, I'm sorry. I'm still living in the past. So it's April, my daughter's birthday this Wednesday. So April, here we are in April. If you're listening to this message right here, right now, do not, under any circumstances, do not turn your back and say, I'm not interested in a free position. That's like people walking away from Google and Microsoft saying, nah, that'll never work. I'm not interested in something like that. That's going to be like tears in your eyes 3-4 years down the road, unlike anything you've ever seen before. All right. $69.95 a month. That's a joke. That is absolutely a pathetic joke when I look at the cost for what you're getting here. I mean, we should be hitting people up on $6,995. Honestly, I know what I'm worth as a consultant. I know what Dubs is worth. I know what Tracy's worth. I know what the team's worth. I know what we're bringing to the table. It's worth. And $69.95, it's like, that's like dollar store. It's like finding a Van Gogh or, a Da Vinci in a garage sale. You take it home. You go, oh my God, I bought this thing for $3. Then I find out it's worth $10 million, right? So that's the way I'm looking at this. That's my mindset. That's the way I live. That's the way I breathe. That's the way I rock, because I have to. Got the best of everything, all right? You're going to have the best of everything. Digital hacks. We got Friends Lead Store, LinkedIn Bio Savings Club. Nothing touches this. Nothing. This is like an exotic car, from days gone by, a 60s Mopar, a 60s GM vehicle. You bought them back in the day for $2,500, and then you see them go through the Barrett-Jackson auction for $1.2 million. Insane. That's what this is, and more. So get back to the person that put you on this call. Really, if I'm looking at this, I'm not going to say, well, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it on Thursday. I'll do it on Friday. Did anyone hear what I said tonight? It's time dated, stamped. I would have been signed up before the Zadal Smith guy even took his first breath on the call. It's free. You don't have to run to mommy or daddy or your husband or your wife and ask for permission. I don't ask my wife for permission to go to the bathroom or get milk out of the fridge or anything. I'm allowed to do these things. Are you allowed to make a free decision? The answer's got to be yes. If not, need a shrink. I have no problem telling you that. So jump in. You've got nothing to lose here. You cannot get hurt. All you can do is go through a life-changing experience. And I know that for a fact. I know what's in the back office. I know what we're delivering. I wouldn't be here if this thing didn't have the power, the potency, the integrity, credibility, and honesty that this is going to be delivered. You guys are going to love this. Give us a chance. It's free to give us a chance, all right? We're giving you a chance. Give us a chance. We're going to be walking on water together here real soon, but we're not going to be holding hands. I'm not allowed to do that. My wife won't let me do that right now, all right? I'm just kidding. I can hold your hand. It's okay. So anyhow, right, Benita? We can hold their hands, right? She said if it pays money, we can hold hands. So I'm good. All right. So I'm just kidding. So Tracy, any final words? Anything that you want, you can throw in here. But
hang on. Yeah. I think that you used a really great term tonight, strategic. And the smart people, the business people here, and this is how I know that you built massive organizations. And it's really simple because we do these presentations Monday, Tuesday, twice on Wednesday and Thursday. And so you can compound your efforts very simply by inviting people to this call and then having those people invite their people to the call. Put down, you're going to bring 5 people to the call. Do that 5 times a week and watch how your business grows. And again, as Val said, it's free. There's zero risk to this. And that math really will add up in a hurry. So We'll do another presentation tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday, same time, same place. So gather your folks, get them on the presentation, let Val, the best of the best, do the presentation for you. And you get a double whammy on this, is because he's always doing a little bit of teaching on here. So bring your pen and paper and pay attention. It's a win-win all the way around. So we're here, we show up. And we thank all of you who are dedicated and who do show up as well. So again, same time, same place tomorrow night. We'll see you then.
Thank you. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.